city of Dong Hoi and the wonderfully named Tree Hugger Café. Now, the weather hasn't been great since we arrived, but it's warming up a little today, so we're going to get out there and explore. Let's go. Right, back out on the mean streets. Dong Hoi is mostly known as a stopping off point for the nearby national park, which contains not just the largest cave in Vietnam, but the largest cave in the world. It's a popular destination for people into exploring cave systems and such. However, I don't think a lot of tourists, from what I've seen anyway, actually explore the town much, so let's go and have a look around. Now, Dong Hoi is in a part of Vietnam which is only about 25 miles wide. It's a very slim part of the country. We're basically in the middle here, about 10 miles south of Hanoi on the old Reunification Express. And it is a coastal city, so there's a beach. I know it doesn't look much like beach weather, but we are going to try and get over there at some point and just check it out and see what it's like. Got a bit of a wander first. There's a bridge which lights up quite dramatically at night. I'll try and show you that later, but we got to walk across it in the daytime while it's looking quite dull. Let's get going. Now, the water beside me here is actually a river, and the confluence to the sea is somewhere down there, and I can actually see the waves breaking. And it doesn't look pretty, it looks quite brutal down there at the minute. The wind seems to be getting up, and I think it might rain, so we're putting ourselves at risk again to the elements. Let's continue. Now, as I mentioned, we'll try and get the camera out tonight. It's Friday today, so hopefully it's going to be lively. It's been quite dead the past few nights, but then again it is a weeknight. They do like a neon light in this town, I've noticed. It does look quite pretty everywhere. There's a bunch of strange green lights that line the road and a great big pink arch. We'll take a look at all of that later. But for now, onward through the grey. And if you're questioning why I'm wearing sunglasses, I'm living in hope. In my video into Hanoi, you might have noticed a significant difference here. There's a lot less traffic, which makes life a whole lot easier, I'm not going to lie. That traffic in Hanoi did my head in a bit, so it's nice to be away from stuff. Don't get me wrong, people still like a beep of the old horn here, but there's not nearly as many mopeds to crash into you when you cross the road here, so thumbs up for that at least. I'm just going to roll the dice and take a guess here, but I would think that fishing is probably one of the main industries in this town. The fleet of boats bobbing around next to me. And if it looks pretty grim out there, it is, and the wind's getting worse by the minute, so apologies for the incoming terrible audio. What, your corner shop doesn't have an obnoxiously loud speaker outside? Now, if you're thinking it looks a bit rough and ready on this side of the bridge, you're right, it is. It's a little bit run down. I'm sure it's much more charming when the sun's out. Any hope I had is quickly fading of that happening today. Now, it wouldn't be a socialist country without a few unsightly concrete monoliths laying around, would it? Don't worry, we're nearly there. We'll be sipping margaritas on the sun lounges in no time. I'm going to assume this is what the unfinished lump of concrete on the other side is supposed to look like. interest over here. A strange looking monument, not a communist one. What's the statue for? We'll never know. What even are they? Seals? Sea lions? Is there a difference? I genuinely don't know. Well, we've finally made it to the beach, and unfortunately I've just discovered I forgot my swim shorts, so I can't go in. It's a terrible shame. I'll have a look anyway. Well, as it turns out, it's a pretty nice little sandy beach actually. There's trash around, but where isn't there these days? We're going to start the long mission back now, across the bridge, back to where the city actually is. See you there. Right, we're back in the town after a little coffee stop, or should I say avocado smoothie shop in somewhere that smelt suspiciously like durian, but was quite pleasant nonetheless. This body of water behind me here is the moat of the Citadel, so I presume at some point there was an ancient citadel on this island or inlet inside the town here. I'm going to try and get over there because I can see something called the beer bus. We'll have a look what's going on. Well, I think we've found the way in. It looks pretty nice and there's people still here taking pictures. As we come off the road there, I just want to confirm something. Are the locals playing a game here where they beep every time they see a white person? Because it seems that way. As with a lot of these historical sites in Vietnam, it's full of people taking photos in traditional dress, posing on the bridge. I think we might be able to go up here. Well, not quite sure what this is in aid of, but some nice little views from up here. If you're watching this and you're Vietnamese, is there any significance to cards being everywhere? Because there was on the beach as well. Very strange. Well, we found the beer bus. I wonder if it's a different model of the Venga bus. It's very much not open, so no beer today. Although it is Friday, so maybe they'll open it up in the evening. Quan Bin's finest citrus fruit on offer. Well, I'm not sure what we've stumbled into here, but it's quite impressive, and I think I recognise the dude in the middle. Ho Chi Minh, who lent his name to Saigon as it used to be known. From inside this little pagoda, that's where I'm going to wrap things up until the sun goes down, like we've ever seen it today, until it gets dark and the neon lights come on. See you later. Right, I know I said I was going to put the camera away, but that place we just walked past, Genkan, if you find yourself in old Dong Hoi in Quan province and you're feeling peckish, you do a lot worse than to check that place out, because we ate there yesterday. They had vegan coconut ribs and pineapple fried rice, and it was bloody awesome, so check them out. Right, we outside, as the kids say, in amongst the strange flashing lights of Dong Hoi. Now, I'm not sure how well the lights are picked up on the bridge, but far from being the dismal grey bridge we walked over earlier on, it's now a flashing neon track like something from Mario Kart. Why have a normal clock when you can have one that flashes? That's the spirit. There's a bit of Zen meditation going on next to the traffic noise. Fair play if they're getting it done. Dong Hoi's mentality seems to be, why have a normal road when you can have a road with strange green lights instead? Maybe it serves a purpose, maybe it's for a specific reason, but I'm probably never going to find that reason out. Back into the mystical green lights after a short interlude with the pink arches. Now, as I stand outside this 5-star hotel that's obviously out of my price range, or is it? Let me explain what the next video is going to be about. We were walking past here yesterday and I jokingly said maybe we should stay and have a night and check this place out. We looked on Google and saw it cost £33, so we booked it. So stay tuned if you want to see what 5-star hotel in Vietnam's like, because tomorrow we're staying there. Didn't have to walk too far until we found some flashing neon LED lights again. We've even got them in the floor over here. Right, as I reach this cool looking historic gate, I suppose, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel adventures, and I'll see you in the 5-star hotel.